Howdy, howdy. This is George or Bings, Goonman, Jordan, whatever you want to call me. And this is my first, I guess, my first part video entry, video diary, whatever you want to call it, with face cam. So that's funny. That's weird. I decided that, well, if I'm going to be doing this, I eventually might as well show my face. I'm not too shy when it comes to all that or too secretive. Once again, it's just me. Mostly me and like my friends and fiance that listen to this and watch this, so them seeing my face is like whatever. And I think this might be the first time if one of my players watch to see my actual face, so that's fun. I don't really expect really anyone to really see this video, but if it blows up, well, hello, I'm Jordan. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I know, might not be what you're expecting. The glasses, I know it would have been worse if I was French, but we're not that, so we're doing good. But yeah, just want to try out to give my first face cam, show my face, talk around a little bit, because I realized, and when doing this, a lot of my expressions and a lot of my, when I'm trying to exclaim something, oh, look at me, I fucking went to college, physics degree, by the way, 5'8", by the way. When I talk and try to emphasize something and try to get a point across, I use a lot of hand movement and be like this, make it, it's giant, it's something like that. And when making videos, I'm trying to get a point across and maybe exclaim something that's very important to me or something, and I say something a lot. That's something I realized. I hate that. I hate myself too. I am a little bit French due to my great grandmother or something, but so that's probably why I hate myself. But that's besides the point. Yeah, this went off the rails very quick. So, first topic of today, race theory. That would be wild. Just go off the deep end automatically. But yeah. So this is me. Hope it's everything you expected. If it's not, sorry. I'm just a guy, a dude guy, if you want to. But yeah. I just wanted to try it out for a little bit. I'm not sure how long this episode, if you want to call it that, or video part, whatever you want to call it, would be. But we're just yapping and talking. I'll probably add it to the whole Diaries of a Dreadful DM series and the whole thing. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. This next session I'm planning is it's not weird or anything. It's very, stereotypical, noir investigating type of fantasy session. Nothing that's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be a fucking kaiju in there. Fucking Godzilla's gonna walk in and be like, what's up? Oh, you can see also the little Yeon statue that my family got my fiance because they're a very big fan of Genshin. So that's interesting. That's fun. That's why it's there. And you can also see a little Lego thing. But that's besides the point, honestly. Also, you guys see my mic. This is not just a black object, The creature I'm holding over here, it's a mic that's going blue. I never liked the color. It's something I decided to try. So yeah, this is the mic I've mostly been using. It's Cocoon. Whatever, however you pronounce it, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's been working. It's fine. Yeah. So sorry, this is a little bit funny having a camera on me and having to worry about how I look, or do I look disheveled? Do I look weird? I know I look weird, but do I look more weird than usual? But yeah, for the session I'm planning, it has some aspects of being a detective, doing some detective work in a speakeasy that they stumble upon, and trying to talk to the individuals there, try to figure out hey, who is the murders of this, who's connecting the murders for the cultists essentially, since they're kind of figuring out that this isn't part of the main cult activity. It's not a giant group that's in there. It seems to be more of a individual person type of job and conducting it, and how they link to the main bad guys and stuff like that, or it is the main bad guys essentially. I'm not going to give away anything. You never know. Maybe it's Val. That's one of the main antagonists of my campaign. That, to be perfectly honest, I don't remember his full name, but I have it written down somewhere. But I know it's Val something. But I'll call him Val because one of my players, Fala, that's not his real name. I think I could say Alex. I think he's cool with me saying, yeah, he's streams too, so I think he's fine with me calling him Max. But yeah, Alex, he said his full name, but he was like, yeah, Val. It just shortened it because nicknames. Oh, cool. So that's Nate. God, I'm more flubbing my words right now, but let's see. I'm having a fun time doing this. Actually, it gives me a whole new, way of communicating. It was like when I'm angry, you can actually see my facial expressions and not just hear me try to find the correct word in trying to explain myself, essentially. But yeah, so they're exploring this speakeasy, talking to people, trying to get information, meeting all sorts of people. I have some cool, interesting character that I'm very excited about because essentially I'm going to cut this part out if they don't interact with the character not correctly, but if they don't like go fully in depth with this character. I'm going to just cut this part out because I don't want to spoil it for later on or something. But there's a character, I believe for her it is Lucy. I know, very cool generic name. Dude, come on, give me a break. That's one thing I suck with is just names. I hate trying to give names to NPCs or characters or towns or anything like that because that's like the least thing I care about. But yeah, whatever. Lucy, who's basically like this criminal underground boss who like has like so many people on, like so many ears to the street, that's able to know who comes in and down, who leaves, who does this, who does that, able to know all the whereabouts and all the happenings in the town. And it seems like they rule with an iron fist, fucking taking out people if they aren't, abiding by them, or they aren't falling into line and all of this. This gal named Lucy, who's a not Dragonborn. Is it Dragonborn? I think I have her as a Dragonborn. Is it called Dragonborn or is it called something else in D&D? I'm going Dragonborn. Dragonborn's from Skyrim. I just realized. Is that? Oh my god. I can't. You know what? There you go, Dragonborn. That's how I'm saying it. If I have egg on my face and I look stupid, so be it. Honestly, so be it. So, but yeah. They're doing like that, and he looks all rough and tough. Looks like they've been in a fight or two. And then if everything's go right, they convince them to like speak with him in the back, since they're the person who kind of sets up the speakeasies and sets up these like secret performances for all the other artists, performers, singers, band players to come in and like perform and get paid and all that. Bring her to the back, and then like automatically she drops the act, and it turns out to be just a very sweet girl, very just chill and very like, oh hello, I'm kind of just like an actor, is doing this whole thing. Is like she's like I'm a true thespian, I know the arts and everything like that, and just completely like does a 180 on the personality, and it's actually very chill and very forthcoming with stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I just like doing this, and I just put on the act because people listen to me more that way, that type of thing. And it's like, oh, it's like, how do you get so many people to listen to you? And it's like, I'm a pretty good baker, to be perfectly honest. Like it's something like that, and I'm very excited for that aspect of it, as being like they're expecting this possible fight and like very intense negotiation and trying to get information, but they just turn out to be like, oh yeah, I honestly just care about like art and wanting people to like experience it and such. And then everyone's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And yeah, so sorry if I just keep looking off. It's weird to have a camera like right here and just constantly look at the whole time. I'm like looking off to the side, trying to like, when you get nervous looking someone in the eye the whole time, so you just try to break away contact for a second to like get like a moment of like respite. So yeah, but yeah, something like that. I think it's cool, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of other characters in there as well. I'm not gonna name them right now because they might not directly talk with him. If they do talk with Lucy, once again, I'm gonna cut this part out if they don't interact with her fully and get some stuff, but they're gonna lay into people like Sterling, who is a very interesting individual, very much a very smooth talking individual, with literally anyone. He is kind of like flirty type who flirts with everyone but never really gets with anyone, that whole thing. Maybe who just like over extremely friendly or something like that, gives up weird vibes. There's gonna be Lundy, who's just like the drummer, who's a big brash guy who gives off the very stereotypical, oh, he's angry. When we get to his like dark and deep side, he's edgy, he's killed a man before, that whole thing. But yeah, and sorry if I just go into that whole, that looked, whoa, okay, Jordan, let's calm down there. That's probably why people run away from me. Just kidding. Sorry, I do weird faces occasionally, but especially when I'm explaining stuff, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't see me doing that thing, and maybe it's for the best, but so let's give it a try. But yeah, it's I think it's gonna be fun interacting, having the players interact with all these people, all the different types of people they interact from, like the low down drunkards who only care about like drinking beer and like passing in time and not a minute sober type of things, to all like essentially the aristocrats who like to mingle with the, I guess, quote unquote, people below them, and try to how the interactions between the two parties go, from like the characters to the NPCs and NPCs to different NPCs, and how they interact with all the other performers, like this Cassandra, who's like one of the basically the main singer of the band. There's Mendy, who Barrett talked to a little bit prior in one of the assassin. See, this is, I can't say my my one of my players' names because he likes to keep that private, which is perfectly fine. That's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to dox him right now or anything, but keeping it private. So when I try to refer to him, he has like two aliases right now into my mind, Barrett and Assassin. And it's like, oh, both sound like they could be a player in this game, but Assassin is his main like gamer tag and such. That's what it mostly goes off of when he's online, his online alias. So I would say Assassin has met and talked with Mendy before, but didn't get her name because I mentioned a prior entry into this video series that a horse came into the bar, literally the dumb joke like why the long face type of thing. That was a whole debacle, and now I have to worry about Reginald and how they work into the story. So that's great. Well, they do actually. I have a way of actually adding them in and such. Oh, hello kitty. Sorry, I have a small kitten here trying to fight for food or something. No, sorry. If she jumps up here, she can meet her or something. So that would be cool. But I'm not going to pick her up. I'm not sure if she wants to be picked up right now. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. That's fun. And have all interactions there. I think that maybe last like an hour and a half. Hour maybe, depending on how much time they want to spend there. And after that, they get talking with people. They're like, oh yeah, getting here, getting all these information, bits and pieces, trying to learn everything. Get the information they can. If they might find some more information that might point them more towards like a particular individual, or they might not find enough, and it's like, okay, it's somewhere maybe in here, or it could be some completely. Oh yeah, there she is. Small kitty. Yeah. Can I? I don't want to move the camera too much. Yeah. It's whatever. I'm using a Logitech camera. It's like it's the basic one you get off the shelf of like at Walmart or something like that. So it looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look insanely good either. But I'm not dropping like upwards of $300 for a decent camera. This could be the only video I do like this, or I might do this continually or something. But yeah. So depending on what they do and how they interact with people, and depending on how much information they get, they might learn more, learn less, depending on who they interact with, how they interacted, all that good old D&D roleplay and like find information bullshit. Howdy, Future Jordan here. Just making this quick amendment. My team didn't get here to this point in the session, so just gonna cut this out. So for next session, we don't spoil anything. But yeah, hope you're all doing good. See ya. A trader. Oh yeah, there's a thing I didn't mention. They met a trader, Rashner, I believe was his full. I think it was Rashner. I have it written down. I'm not good with remembering names like this, like when it comes to fantasy, but I have it written down. I'm pretty sure it's Rashner. If not, then players don't listen to me. It's whatever what I said last time. But yeah, there was like this, curio shop trader that kind of tried to pose and hide himself as a regular general storefront and be like, oh yes, I have these funny little potions here that kind of give way to like, oh, he's probably like a Stanko salesman and such. But it turns out like, oh no, those potions actually do something, and he actually sells a lot more and has a lot more weird trinkets and stuff that you can buy from him, and does stuff like tarot card readings or the crystal ball readings, or tries to tell you future, or like connect you to someone dead or something like that, do some fun. They did some fun stuff there last session, and yeah. But I have some other more stuff planned for like the inn. I don't want to get into that just yet because that might spoil some things depending on how far they get or how far they don't get. Once again, I might cut some things out. I might add some things, but yeah. So that probably just right now ends the whole D&D section of my planning and such, and for the main session. But moving on from that, is mostly just trying to figure out like how to roll with the punches, kind of, because I realized that for a lot of times, oh yeah, I plan it just in case this happens, or just in case this happens, during this like scene, something else will happen over here. But a lot of times I realize is like the whole thing, thing you don't plan for it to go like off, because you plan to go like pretty straightforward, gets thrown off automatically. Yeah, and that really stuns me. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect this particular scene to get all messed up, so I don't know what to do. So I didn't get better at just rolling with the punches and being like, oh, this kind of scene got blown up, essentially, because whatever happened, whether between interaction between characters, maybe they didn't figure out something, or maybe they pissed off someone that they didn't mean to, and that might start a fight, or whatever it might be. just being like, oh, this happened, let's pivot to do something else. Let's say, oh, you pissed off this person, well, you fight them now, or something like that. Something that doesn't like hang me up. I'm like, oh shit. So I cut off the scene like really, really short and like kind of neutralize the whole thing for everyone. Everyone's like, oh, okay, and kind of gets whiplash, like, oh, that's over already. Oh, okay. So I need to get better with just like rolling with the punches and going with the flow and learning like, hey, stuff's gonna get messed up. It's gonna happen. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Whether the players mean to or not, whether they didn't talk to a specific person or didn't, it's just something you just gotta deal with, and something I gotta get better at. That's probably one of my main problems, is like when something blows up and didn't go as the way as I planned. Gotta realize it's D&D, and that's kind of the whole purpose. Collaborative storytelling, the whole thing. Ooh, social contract and all that. But it's like to move on and do something and actually, adapt. They say adaptability is something I need to do better, because I feel like when I set up these scenes and they go that way, they turn out pretty well, and I think they do enjoy them. It's just when the scenes kind of like break down and something happens or something blows up or something like that, and blows up in my face, and like everyone's like, oh, okay, we ended the scene kind of early, and that he seemed like he wasn't ready for that. That's kind of unfortunate, and I don't want to leave the players with just that. They're putting the time and effort. They wanted, if something goes in some way they weren't expecting, they wanted to still play out in a decent way. Some want interactions, people to talk to, or find a way to still make it fun for them. So I don't want to limit them because limit the way they play or limit how they do something because it might ruin my plans. Fuck me. Honestly, when I get really when I repeat my words twice for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a weird little speech pattern that I have, but it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm the DM. Yes, I have a set story, a rough story outline that I would like to follow and will push in that general way, but at the same time, I don't want to limit them how they want to play. If they want to be a little more kooky sometimes and be a little more fantastical or be a little more in character, maybe a little more naive, that's fine. I should let them do that, and I should let them be a little more wanting of doing something every occasionally. Though at sometimes I will have to rein them in a little bit and realize, okay, other people have to do things, or we have to move along or something. So it's trying to find also a balance between that. And it's something I'm actively working on. It's something I'm actively getting better at as we do more sessions, as I talk more and as I do more. And something funny about that, as I'm talking more and being more social in general, doing something like this is a lot less stressful, a lot more easy to come to terms with in a way. It's almost like, oh yes, death. No, but it's more of, I guess, kind of a small anxiety rather than a large panic attack inducing thing. It's like, oh no, should I really show my face now? Like a couple months ago I would have been like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. I'm not showing myself. I'm nervous. I look dumb. I look stupid. I look ugly, or whatever you want to call it. But now I'm just like, sure. It's one of those things where maybe in nothing happens with this. I make a couple more videos, only a couple people watch it, and after a while I'm just like, I'm busy with life, let me just stop doing this. And then 8-10 years from now, one of my friends say hey, fucking, I saw your video. It's like, oh my god, that's when I made that when I was 22. That sucks. Embarrassing, or something like that. It could just be something this can end up like that, and it's whatever, honestly. It's a nice little time capsule, a little thing. It was my thoughts and my opinions about myself, or about the D&D, my D&D campaign right now. Who knows, in 3 months it'd be yo, things went really good. Or in 3 months, hey, we disbanded because everyone hated each other by the end of it, or something, So it'd be funny to see the evolution of the party and everything as well through this. But yeah, so face cam. So that's pretty cool. Anything else I want to talk about before I stop this little rant session? I don't know. Last video, I don't think only 1 or 2 people already saw it, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. But I got lo-fi music, so it's nice little lo-fi beats in the back, ooh yeah, little things. And I'm getting better with editing, so now I got that. I have 2 tracks now, on the editor, on the playlist together, on the editing wall thing. I don't even know how to edit a player. I don't even know how to properly call it. I use CapCut because it's simple. It's also pretty. So yeah, I'm using that. That's pretty cool. I got lo-fi beats. I can now edit, and I'm getting better at things with editing. I need to go back to my other channel that I use, the Clear Trash one, when I do the Adventures of George or Binks. That's pretty fun. I started to make more videos. it's just life has been a little bit busy, so I can make videos like this when I have time. Like, oh, I can sneak in like quick 25 minutes of just yapping. But along anything more than that, then it's like, oh, then I have to worry about like, oh, I have to plan around and do a whole thing. It's like that's a little bit of time, and a lot of times I just after work and exercising and doing a whole bunch, making dinner, it's just like I just want to like lay down and like I don't know, read or doom scroll Instagram reels or something like that, you know. So it's just nature of it. But yeah, but I'm getting better at doing that, so I might jump cut some stuff here, like maybe when I'm talking with nothing too much going on with my face. With my face, yeah, if my face doesn't form into, I don't know, thing. I don't know. I don't even know what to say there, because I don't know what the hell I was even trying to get along. But what am I trying to say? I'm seeing after a while of yapping, I start going into multiple deviations, a lot of different directions, and I'm starting to lose my train of thought. But yeah. Or if it gets boring at some point when nothing's too happening, just me yapping, then I might throw in some like Balacho gameplay. I'm not a child. Gameplay, or maybe Silksong, you know, maybe Silksong now. Was it cool? Was that a cool edit? I think it was. I don't even plan to play Silksong, but maybe I just buy it for that section right there to show off how cool I am and how original I am. I'm quirky. I'm not like other girls. But yeah, so yeah, Silksong came out today. That's pretty cool. Crashed Steam for a little bit. I know that. I'm not too into the Metrovania style games. I do like Nine Souls. I need to play more of that. I also do like Expedition 33. I need to play more of that. There's so much I need to do. I need to play Baldur's Gate more. I think there's a lot of games like on my Xbox that I want to film, but I'm using the Xbox Series S, I believe it is, the small little white one, which is it's good, but it's not all that powerful, and it crashes a lot when there's like one too many things on screen, so that sucks. And I'm also using like a budget capture card. I could probably get one of the Elgato. Oh my god. Then yeah, I went full Spanish there. Elgato, sure, I'll just say that. Capture cards actually capture decent quality, because right now like the quality I'm able to capture is like 720p or something dumb or low like that. So I need to figure that whole thing out. But yeah, so that's fun. That is fun trying to deal with. But yeah, maybe I make another video in a couple days with my face cam, or make a gameplay video with me playing and my face cam in the top left, and you see my reactions and how I react to dying or something. But yeah, so that's fun. That's exciting. This video I plan to have it out on Saturday maybe, because I have my session Friday, tomorrow. And then on the next day, hopefully I can wrap this whole thing up, put the lo-fi music in, have my, you know, stuff, maybe transitions here and there from gameplay to other things, to maybe, I don't even know how to like superpose images like on this. Like, can I put Squidward right here? Can I put Squilliam right here? Handsome Squidward? I'm not sure if I could do that. If that's right there, then cool. But yeah. So maybe this could be a regular thing. Maybe I only show you just a silent video, but maybe I only show my face every once in a while for a yap session. And yeah, but I don't know if my friends like it. If my fiance's like, hey, that was pretty chill, and you hear me yapping about it, then cool. Then I might do this a little more. If not, then gameplay in the back, most of the time music and such. But yeah, I'm not sure really much anyone would watch this video besides them, so I guess I'm talking directly to them. Yeah, but beyond that, hope you're doing well, whoever's watching this, my friends, fiance, or any other random individual stranger. I hope you're doing okay. I just realized you can see the like OBS capture on my reflection, so that's fun. Hopefully that's not too distracting. But yeah, hopefully y'all doing okay. Hopefully y'all drinking enough water. Go take a walk. It's nice. It's good for your health, mentally and physically. And yeah, I hope you're having a good day, and hope you have a good day tomorrow as well. I will talk to you all later. See ya.